beautiful Leos. This is Debs, and this, of course, is your reading for August 2026. Leo, great to be with you guys. Thank you for being here. Now, Leo, I had to juggle because I saw various things in a vision for you. First of all, I heard a really old song going way back by the Bangles, Manic Monday. And then I heard like a scratched record, and it switched to a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. I think it's from Mary Poppins, something like that. I then saw somebody stretching an elastic band that was really, really taut and then letting it ping off into the ethers. So Leo, you may feel as if you've got a lot to cope with. You may feel stretched. You may feel, Leo, as if you want to be taken care of, cosseted. You may feel as if you want somebody else to take on a burden. There's something here, Leo, about you wanting to almost revert to a childlike state. Whatever this is, guys, you might have reached a point where you just can't do any more. And there may be a correlation with the Aries reading that I've just done because the energy feels similar. So, Leo, you could be connected to an Aries. You may have Aries in your chart. But let's see where this goes, guys. Okay. Now, if you want a private reading, I'm still offering 50% off my readings. They are half price right now for the foreseeable future, probably until, I don't know, end of September, something like that. So keep that in mind. The join button's there if you'd like to become a member, and I list all the decks. So Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Leos, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, masculine or feminine? What do we have for Leo, please? I keep hearing a spoonful of sugar will help the medicine go down. Okay. I don't know, Leo, whether or not you are reverting to comfort eating or watching endless old-fashioned movies, or whether or not they're black and white, whether or not they're 80s movies, because this is you wanting to somehow go back to a simpler time, go back to a time where you felt more relaxed, less stressed. I don't know what this is. So what do we have for my beautiful Leos? Thank you, Michael. Do forgive any noises in the background. It's just my aircon unit, guys. It's super hot here in France. It does make funny squeaky noises now and again. Okay, guys, here we go. Yeah. There's a strong sense of, oh, I just want to go back. I want to go back. Okay. All right. The devil. Okay. You might find yourself in a bit of a restrictive situation, or you may be a bit obsessed about the past, Leo. You could be thinking of a Capricorn for some of you. Crossing that, guys, is the Seven of Wands. You may feel trapped. You might be feeling a bit defensive. You may be wanting out of a bit of a toxic situation or a difficult routine, a demanding routine, but you don't know how you're going to do it. In the past, Leo, Page of Cups, somebody might have apologized to you for putting you under pressure or for causing you some kind of burden. After that time, Leo, Ace of Wands, you might have tried to get creative. What can I do to get myself out of this? How can I bring more fun and happiness into my life? You might have brainstormed with yourself. You might have tried to think outside the box. In your thoughts now, guys, is the Three of Pentacles. Leo, you may be feeling as if you want to rebuild a situation, or you may be feeling as if you want to work with a partner to move into a new cycle. In the immediate future, Leo, the Queen of Cups. Now, this is potentially your energy, guys. So you may have water in the rest of your natal chart, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Or you may simply be feeling very emotional at this point of time. If you're a masculine Leo, you could be thinking of a Queen of Cups, or you could be simply sat in your feminine energy, just feeling a little bit up and down emotionally, okay? In your fears, guys, is the Fool. All right, you don't want to do anything risky, Leo, because you don't want to cause yourself to look back and think, well, that was stupid. Why did I do that? So you got your head screwed on, guys. In the environment is the Wheel of Destiny. Wow. Somebody is talking to you about moving into a brand new cycle. Now, there may also, Leo, be a fortunate turn of events coming up that you did not expect. Could be good. In your hopes, guys, the Hermit. You may be hoping to have a serious conversation with a Virgo, or you may be hoping, Leo, to take a step back to really think about the next steps going forward. Really think about what you want to do and how you're going to achieve it. Okay? Yeah, this is you getting quite serious with your life, Leo. And in the outcome is the Empress. This is beautiful, guys. I mean, this is a really mature energy. If this is you taking charge of your life. You are thinking long term. You're not thinking next month, next year. You're thinking, okay, what situation do I really want to find myself in 10 years' time? You're really considering that. If you're a masculine Leo, you may be having a serious conversation with an Empress, a Taurian or a Libra maybe. Clarification for you guys, the Hierophant, Taurian energy, seeking wise counsel. It could be leaning on your spirituality. It could be you communicating with the angels, your guides, your guardian angel. This could be you thinking, okay, it's time to create a very solid plan for the future. The Sun. Because Leo, you simply want to be happy. You simply want to be happy. This is you thinking long term. Now, whomever is looking at you, suggesting you move into a new cycle, they may have a really good idea, or they may be ready, Leo, to help you in some way. Whoever this person is feeling a bit weighed down and burdened. 9 of Wands. Okay. And the World. This is somebody who may be worried about you, Leo, from a distance, feeling as if you're working too hard, feeling as if you're coping with too much. This may also, I've got to be honest, Leo, have been someone who was determined to stay in a particular situation in their life, maybe very financially stable. But what they're recognizing here, Leo, is you need help, or you need to move yourself into a place where you are far less stressed. This could be a mother figure. Whoever this person is recognizing that they can't keep sitting in the Wheel of Fortune energy whilst leaving you feeling burdened and stressed. So this could be someone, Leo, who is almost coming to your rescue. If you're younger, this could even be a grandma, okay? Or this could be an older sister. They are looking at you, turning away from them, because you may have found yourself, Leo, in a stressful situation and you may be feeling a bit stuck. But up until now, Leo, this person may not have offered a helping hand. They may not have felt as if they wanted to talk to you about a big change, because maybe it would be a change for them too. Underneath the deck, my beautiful Leos, we have the Hangman. Okay, yeah, Leo, you might have felt stuck. Or Leo, somebody may be seeing your perspective, and it could be for the first time, that you're desperately trying to hold on to the tower. You're desperately trying to create something from crumbling. This could be you holding on to a job. This could be you desperately working hard to keep a business afloat. Whoever is sat in the Wheel of Fortune has been watching you from the sidelines. And I think this is someone, Leo, who's recognized you can't deal with too much more. The Nine of Wands could be them feeling burdened out of a bit of guilt. I think they're recognizing, Leo, something here was very imbalanced. Something here was very imbalanced. And I think this is someone coming in to help you. So guys, let's do this, my beautiful Leos. You're feeling as if you're stuck. You may be feeling as if you've had to deal with a very challenging situation for quite a long time, where you might have felt a bit defensive. Okay, leave me alone. I'm going to be okay. I'll do it by myself, right? Yeah. You've been holding back from asking anyone for support, Leo. This is your energy, guys. But you might have recognized that whatever situation you were in has begun to take a toll even on your health. Maybe you're not sleeping out of stress. Maybe you're just overworking. Three of Swords. You're also suffering from a sense of feeling a bit heartbroken. Maybe heartbroken relating to a relationship that went under. Or maybe, Leo, this is you just unable to find a way out of a situation. The Six of Wands. You've been putting on a brave face up until this point of time. This is kind of, I'm going to fake it until I make it. I'm not going to show the world how exhausted I am, how stressed I am. But Leo, you can only keep up that facade for so long because the cracks are going to begin to show. Yeah. What you actually need, Leo, is to move yourself into a place of healing. And for some of you, this is you desperately needing a respite. You're desperately needing a respite because what I'm hearing is you're realizing that it's becoming more and more difficult to do the usual things because you're simply realizing you're running on empty. You're running out of gas, Leo. Yes. The Chariot is usually fast movement forward, victory and success, but you're now moving at a snail's pace, Leo. You're now moving at a snail's pace because you simply don't have the energy. You simply just don't have the energy, Leo. You're running out of gas, guys. Yeah. High Priestess. You may also be pulling back from being social. You may be pulling back from communicating with many people. I don't think you're telling someone that you're really struggling, but I think you are. The High Priestess doesn't speak. So you are dealing with a lot inside. You're wearing a bit of a false mask, pretending everything's okay, but you're feeling a little bit trapped or stressed about a situation that is causing you to feel burdened. You're not telling many people about this, Leo, but you're definitely recognizing that you are beginning to slow down, right? It could be physically. I don't know. It could be a few months ago you were bouncing out of bed doing, a 12-hour day. And this is you now thinking, I can't do that. I just can't do that, right? Let's have a look at the past. It may well be, Leo, that somebody apologized to you. Page of Cups. And whatever they did, you tried to look at options, maybe of helping yourself or pulling yourself out of a situation that somebody else landed you in. It might have been a challenge in the past, guys. Yeah, Page of Swords. You may have been a bit cross with somebody in the past. You might have spoken your piece, spoken your truth. Yeah, the truth came out, Leo. The truth came out. I think you were cross. Somebody might have done something that inadvertently put a lot of pressure on you. And I think in the past, you might have had harsh words with someone. But after that time with the Ace of Swords, you thought, okay, that's it, that's that. And you began to get creative. Okay, you found out the truth about the Ten of Pentacles. It could be somebody was a bit deceptive pertaining to money. Could have been money that was supposed to go to you, Leo. or you had to bail someone out and that was upsetting for you. With the Ace of Wands, you began to get creative, guys. Queen of Swords, yeah, you came up with a plan to lift yourself up out of what was a very challenging situation. Yeah, because with the Five of Cups, Leo, somebody might have left you in chaos. I mean, this is someone who created a massive flood and then left you to clean up, right? You might have been cross about a situation you were left in. Who are you cross with? Let's just have a look. Ooh. Leo, you might have been cross with a King of Pentacles. Could be an earth sign. You could have been cross with a Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn. Or you might have felt somebody did something a bit sneaky with a lot of money, which caused you to have to sit in a situation where you had to work very hard to keep afloat. Because this guy wanted to keep hold of money. This could have been anyone, guys. You weren't happy with a King of Pentacles. Yes, he sort of caused you to sit in a place of burden, but held back maybe financial assistance. So this is someone, Leo, who might have caused you issues financially, but then did nothing to solve the issue or held back from doing the right thing. Now, if this is romantic, Leo, you could have met someone, realized they lied, realized they were married, Ten of Pentacles, and you might have expected this person to leave their partner to be with you, but it didn't happen. So you might have waited and waited and waited, but they decided to stay married. Could even be that type of situation you were heartbroken about. What you're thinking about now is you need somehow a little bit of help, or you may feel as if you need to rebuild. You're trying to get creative here, Leo. Yeah, because whatever happened, you might have felt betrayed. You might have had to face a very painful ending in the past. Bless you, guys. Yeah. And I think, Leo, you decided to give to yourself. This is self-love. This is you taking yourself emotionally away from this stressful situation and thinking, okay, I now need to concentrate on me, right? I now need to concentrate on me. Three of Wands, yeah. You've turned your back on whomever caused you the stress. And I think, Leo, you are determined to embrace change. You're coming up with a plan. If you're a masculine, you're sitting in your feminine, okay? Or this could be just you. You've disconnected from your emotions, Leo. You're still feeling a little bit emotionally imbalanced, but you're trying to come up with some bright ideas here. It could be, how am I going to manage to keep going over the next few years? You could be thinking about creative ways of bringing in money. With the King of Swords, a feminine King of Swords, you're creating a plan. Yeah, you're standing at crossroads. For some of you, you could be manifesting by the light of a moon. You could be thinking about another area of the world. You are at crossroads, Leo. You're thinking very intensely about the future. In the immediate future, Queen of Cups. Now, this is normally your energy, Leo, so you could be a feminine, or you could be a masculine sat in your feminine, or as a masculine, you could simply be thinking about a water sign queen. Whoever is in the environment you seem to be turning away from, you might be very disappointed in this person. This could have been someone that you hoped would help you and they didn't. This could also be somebody who had a lot of resources at their disposal, but they left you in a situation that was a challenge. So with the Nine of Wands, they may either see you feeling stressed, feeling as if unless they help you, it's game over, right? Or this is someone, Leo, who is weighed down themselves, and the Nine of Wands is simply stress, because something here was very imbalanced. So, Archangel Michael, when do we have the Queen of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune for my Leos? Thank you, Michael. The 12th of September. Okay, guys. You might have to wait a month and a bit. 12th of September, he's pointing forward. 28th of September, 4th and 5th of November, 17th and 18th of November. I don't know why I'm seeing a big exclamation mark, as in somebody may be a bit shocked, or you may be shocked on the 17th and 18th of November, okay? I'm seeing somebody ripping a very large sheet of paper off a pad that seems to be attached to a blackboard, as if they're in a meeting. Oh, get rid of that, get rid of that. Okay, Leo, you may be starting from scratch. I'm also hearing Taylor Swift, blank space. Okay, yes. Right, you could be deciding to begin again. You could be looking at going right back to the starting block. Let's rework this. Let's really look at this. But whomever is in your environment, I think is teetering on the edge of reaching out. I think they're recognizing that they need to step up somehow. Who is sat in the Wheel of Fortune? Who is this person? Okay, the Moon. Could be a Pisces, could be a Cancerian. This is someone who's sat in a bit of fear, because I think, Leo, previously they turned their back on you. I think they're sat in fear that they didn't do the right thing in the past. This could be somebody coming in to make amends. Or this is someone, Leo, who might have said to you, oh, sorry you had to go through that, Leo, but they didn't do a great deal to help, maybe. What is this person considering? That you may need to start again, or they may even be considering, Leo, giving you something that you can use to grow in a new direction. This could be somebody wanting to give you a lump sum of money. Could be a family member for one or two of you. Why are they thinking about the Ace of Pentacles? Okay, because maybe, Leo, this is someone who sabotaged the connection with you before. They didn't do the right thing. They might have actually caused the burden. This is someone who's beginning to realize, Leo, that they need to try and make up for something that they did which really affected you in the past. Wow, okay. Yeah, I think, Leo, this is someone who's realizing that they should bring you justice. If this is a feminine, she sat in her masculine and might have been a bit strategic. It could have been about money. Didn't want to help you because she wanted to hang on to money. This could have been someone, Leo, who could have helped in the past, but it might have pertained to a move. And maybe this person didn't want to move for whatever reason. They might have sabotaged a contract, Leo. I think this is someone who is deciding to step forward, but it almost feels as if they're doing it at the last minute. Well, let's just see if Leo can get themselves back on their feet. Let's just see if Leo's going to be okay. But they're recognizing, Leo, you're very upset. You're not looking at this person. You might not be communicating a great deal with them. I think they may be realizing, Leo, that you are slowly emotionally detaching, and they're worried. They're worried. Yeah. They want to work on this, guys. They want to work on bringing you justice. Oh, bless. Okay. This is someone who wants to work on bringing you justice. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Could be a Queen of Pentacles who has the financial means to help you. If, Leo, this is anything to do with love, this could be someone who is deciding to end a long-term situation to offer you commitment. With the energy of justice, they may be divorcing a Queen of Pentacles. They could be. Nine of Swords, yeah. Leo, whoever this is, they've been having sleepless nights about this, recognizing that you are slowly but surely removing yourself from this person's life. They can feel it and they don't like it. What are you thinking about, my beautiful Leos? You're feeling a bit sad. You're feeling a bit down. You're feeling fed up here. Bless you. King of Cups. You may be feeling a bit sad and fed up about a King of Cups. Or Leo, you may be feeling sad and down because you may know that someone in the environment actually cares about you, but they haven't actually pulled their finger out to do anything to actually help you on a practical basis. And that might have upset you. King of Swords. You might have felt someone had been very strategic, had come up with a plan to keep hold of money, or came up with a plan to stay in a relationship. Page of Wands. You're looking very closely at the situation. You're also wondering whether or not this person is about to do something major. You may sense it, Leo. You may sense that they are about to do something major. It may be, Leo, that this is you almost waiting for this person to take action, feeling down, feeling a little tired, feeling fed up, praying to the divine, right? You may be seeing numerical synchronicities, white feathers here. I think you're just totally fed up with the situation, whatever that is. You may have struggled, guys, to get over whatever this person did in the past. You might have told yourself, okay, I'm over it, I'm moving on, it's okay. But I think you struggled, Leo, in letting this situation from the past go. I think it affected you far more deeply than you originally thought it would have done. Yes. Because either it affected your finances, this could have been someone sneaky about money, or you simply felt left out in the cold. Whilst whoever this was sitting on the Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Pentacles, you felt sort of pushed out, Leo. This was difficult, guys. How are you feeling deep down? I'm not getting that you're communicating with this person. This is silence. But they are thinking of communicating to you. So your energy, oh, Knight of Swords. You may not be communicating with this person, Leo, because deep down you may not trust that you would come out with something pleasant. You might be thinking, you know what, if they bring up the past, if they bring up what they did, I might just lose it with them, so I'm not going to communicate at all. But deep down, Leo, you may feel very angry because you received some kind of clarity here about whatever this person did or didn't do, and it somehow relates to the Ten of Pentacles and someone holding back. What is the energy between you two? You and whoever sat in the Queen of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune energy, the Death card. There might be a Scorpio in the mix, or a Scorpio could have been a problem, could even have been a third-party situation. Or with the energy of the Death card, this could be somebody who withheld money from you, could be to do with a Death card, will, inheritance, estate, could be something to do with that. Or Leo, something died within you, not to be melodramatic, but your feelings changed towards this person because of what they put you through. And maybe, Leo, what you're thinking about is, despite them wanting to do maybe the right thing now, things will never go back to the way they were, because you saw a different side of this person. Everything changed when you recognized what this person was actually doing, or maybe when you recognized that something was done here that wasn't fair. Everything changed. I think this person wants to transform the situation, Leo, but you're hanging on by a thread here, guys, emotionally. It's as if you numbed your emotions. What you're fearing, Leo, is doing something crazy, doing something risky, maybe to get out of the situation you're in. You may be fearing having a conversation with an Aries for some of you. With the energy of the Hermit, you may be hoping to have a conversation with a Virgo, or you may be hoping, Leo, to keep yourself in a very peaceful state of mind, because what you're trying to figure out here is how to hold up the tower, right? You could be wondering what you can do to keep yourself going, you know. And the final card is the Empress, which is interesting. Now, Leo, if you're a feminine, you could be simply coming into your own. You could be taking your life by the scruff of its neck and thinking, okay, all right, it's just me. What am I going to do? You could be having a conversation with a mother, could be your mother. Or you could be thinking about having a conversation with an older woman who could be a Taurian or a Libra. So guys, let's have a look. Tell us about this Empress. I don't actually think this is you, Leo. I think this is someone communicating with you. Okay, Archangel Michael saying yes. Tell us about the Empress. Oh, whoever the Empress is wanting to talk to you about the fact that mistakes were made in the past. This is someone saying, I know I made mistakes in the past. Six of Pentacles, and they may want to balance a situation out with you, Leo. They may want to make something right. It could be financial. We've got Pentacles energy here. Or this is someone, Leo, who may be saying, I'm sorry I stayed with a partner for so long. I'm now divorcing. Are you still interested in me? Right? Could be romantic. Who is taking charge here? Who is actually taking charge? Oh, an Emperor. So an Emperor is taking charge. Now, if this is financial, this could be familial. Parents here, maybe Emperor, Empress. Or this could be a couple who owed you money, Leo, who's paying you back. It could have been a long time coming. Or this is someone who is deciding to divorce because they've hung on to a toxic relationship for way too long. They feel your energy detaching and they want to be with you, Leo. So this could be someone who is finally deciding to divorce, for instance. Six of Pentacles, dividing the assets. What is this person going to talk to Leo about? Apart from the fact they're taking action, they're going to talk to you about the past. Six of Cups. I think this person has been reminiscing about the past. This is someone who has been deep in nostalgia, Leo, about you, about what happened. And I think this is someone who's been up in the air about how to manage this. But with the Six of Swords, guys, this is you moving to calmer waters. This is you getting justice. This is someone who is finally ready to balance out a situation. They're taking action, Leo. Because I think what they're realizing is, unless they do, you're just going to detach for good. You're trying to hold up the tower here. You are trying to see this person's perspective, but Leo, you are sacrificing. I mean, guys, you're thinking about the devil, the tower, and the hangman. I mean, that is sacrificing. This is someone who might have brought down the tower on you, Leo, because they were determined to sit in shadow energy. And it had something to do with the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, guys. And I think this person is coming back to sort this out. I don't know why I'm seeing a helicopter in my mind's eye. How weird. Okay. I don't know. Ooh. Interesting. Eight of Wands. I don't know, Leo, whether or not they're going to airlift you out of a situation, or whether or not this is someone who is simply communicating with you that they want to move to calmer waters. They've been thinking about the past. I'm almost getting a sort of rescue attempt here. You know, this is you stuck on top of a mountain thinking, I just don't know what to do now. The mountain's crumbling and this person is airlifting you off the mountain with a helicopter. It's all symbolism, guys. That's the energy. Or this could be someone who fell in love with you in the past but lied, hung on to a long-term stable connection. You had to pick up the pieces, Leo. Emotionally, it wasn't easy. You might not have talked to this person for a very long time, and they are suddenly coming back to say, I can't deal with my relationship anymore, it's ending. You're getting enlightenment that someone's marriage is ending here. And it could be this emperor coming in to say, I'm getting divorced. I'm sorry, it's been a long time coming, but I can't get over the past. I think about you all the time. I want to make it right between us. I want to be with you. And it could be the biggest shock of your life, guys. Could be. Could be, Leo. And we have a second emperor. Okay. Now, this is what I would call a fake emperor. There may be a lot of communication about this person not acting with integrity in the past. Not acting with integrity, but they're acting with integrity now. This is a fake emperor. This is the real deal. This is someone who's saying to you, in the past, I wasn't on the up and up with you, or in the past, I know I didn't do the right thing, but I'm doing the right thing now. Whatever that is. Because I feel that they know that if they don't, Leo, they're going to lose you. Whatever situation this is, guys, whether or not it's financial, whether or not it's romantic. Yeah, because they're recognizing, Leo, I'm not being melodramatic, but I'm hearing you can't cope with much more. You just can't cope with much more. 10 of Wands. Yeah. So they're coming in kind of at the last minute saying, hey, Leo, I think it's time, right? I think it's time to airlift you out of this horrible situation. I'm so sorry I didn't do it before. Yeah. All right, guys. So let's, Leo, from here move into Enchanted Forest. Here we go, guys. Let's see what the universe has to say. Archangel Michael, may we have advice and guidance from the universe, please, for my Leos to close out their reading for August. It's coming. Okay, Leo, hang on in there, guys. It's coming. Hope is on the horizon. In the face of challenges, remember that nothing lasts forever. Trust that the universe has good things in store for you. Oh, my beautiful Leos. So don't worry, guys. Hang on in there. This is all going to unfold quite quickly in August, maybe September, even in November, but it's on its way. Whatever this is, it's coming. Okay, guys? So I'm going to leave the reading there. I really hope it's helped. As always, do let me know if this resonated for you. Take care of you guys, and of course, I will be back before you know it with your next set of readings. See you soon. Bye, Leo.